How you doing?
I'm great.
Thanks for being here, Carly. Good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thanks for being a part of this.
Yeah, pleasure. Wonderful to see you again.
Thank you so much. You too. So I'd love to know, what was the thing that made you say yes to coaching and to get involved with Ultimate Coach in this wonderful program? Like, what was the thing where you were like, okay, I've got to come and do this?
Awesome. So about 18 months ago, I had been following a few coaches online, you know how they pop up quite frequently.
Yep.
And I've always been in the personal development space. My background's in psychology and behaviour. And I'd kind of been percolating in my mind that I wanted to go down that route and explore what being a coach meant.
Okay, cool.
I was sitting on the couch one night and I turned to my partner and I was like, I'm going to be a coach.
That was how you've delivered it. Just out of nowhere, it's just like, it's happening.
That's exactly how it happened.
That's awesome. And what did you say?
He was like, rightio, off you go. Go and research that. Go and figure out what you can do. And honestly, that was just like the start of it.
Great.
Obviously.
So can I ask, like, what was missing? Like, because so many people join this program where they are curious about making a difference, or maybe they are making a difference in different parts of their world. You were someone who was, you're involved in psychology and in personal development.
Yep.
So not necessarily new to the world of growth and thinking. So what was missing, or maybe what were you seeking more of, or?
I think probably without really knowing it, like I definitely wanted to work for myself. I wanted to have my own business in my own right.
Yeah.
And being a psychologist, if that was the path that I wanted to go down, there were a few hoops that I had to jump through, and I wasn't really sure that I wanted to jump through those particular hoops in the way that they do that practice. Okay. And I had
to be solo, to have your own thing.
Yeah, and I had seen a few people that I knew who had worked with coaches, and the way that they had spoken about it, I kind of didn't really believe some of the outcomes that were possible, so I wanted to actually go and see it for myself. Okay,
what was the things that you didn't believe?
In particular, you and I have spoken about this before, but phobias. So in this field of psychology, we get taught that phobias can take, anywhere between, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years to get rid of.
And that's through like slowly, what's it called?
Desensitization.
Desensitizing, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And it takes a long time, it's a lot of money, really expensive. And I had seen in coaching, in NLP, metadynamics, that this is possible, in 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And
I can appreciate with that contrast, like even if I didn't know, because I know what I know now, even I teach people how to do it, but I think I'd be the same. I'd be like,
bit skeptical.
Yeah, fairly.
Yeah. So I wanted to see all of that for myself, and I wanted to see that if this is a tool that can make this change for people, then why are we not using more of it? And I wanted to empower myself and my future clients to be able to have those tools.
Got it. Yeah. So you went off, found out, I guess enough to say, you know what, this is a thing. Yeah. And then you said yes to this wonderful coaching program.
I tend to make decisions pretty quickly.
Got it. Like once you know you.
Once I know. Spoke to TCI very quickly. I think it was the next day, and signed up.
Okay, fantastic. So, awesome. Now, so you joined for business, so because it's the idea of having your own business and making more of an impact. It seems like going faster was kind of part of the thing. Now, since you've started, what else have you learned? Like, what else has this journey become about for you? Got my words out.
So I probably had my head in the dark a little bit about the personal development that I still needed to do. Yeah. And very quickly realised that not only did I want to do that side of personal development for myself, but if I wanted to have a business and I wanted to have a successful business,
it's going to require
actually needed to do it.
Yeah, it's a really good point. I like how you language that. It's like you said that you wanted to actually do it, which is very important, because one of the things I think we learn in coaching is you can't help anyone who doesn't want to help themselves.
Totally.
If someone's not up for their own change, or they're blaming everyone else, and it's not everyone else needs to change but them.
Absolutely.
Then they're not going to change anyway. So you were open and curious to creating the change. Yeah. And knew that for you to create a business, you'd have to grow.
Definitely.
Which is wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. And what about your own, like your personal growth and what you have achieved? Like, what have you learnt about you, and what's kind of come? I know we've only got a small amount of time, but what's come out of this journey for you so far, and your relationship with you?
So it's interesting that you mentioned my relationship with me, because I think last time you interviewed me, I said I had noticed the relationships with other people had shifted. And in the few months since then, what I've been focusing more on is my relationship with me.
Yeah.
And it's amazing what changes I've seen in my business since then.
Wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful changes.
Share with me. Give me an example.
So, for example, limiting beliefs about what I can and can't do, and what I can and can't achieve with my clients. What types of clients I can work with, what types of problems I can solve.
So you were holding yourself back?
Totally. Yeah, absolutely.
What were the beliefs? Like, I'm not good enough for this?
I'm not good enough for that. People won't pay me that. I'm not old enough.
Who am I to do this?
Who am I?
Yep.
And I think along this journey you realise that everyone actually has those limiting beliefs.
Was that a turning point for you to realise that everyone has them? That was a turning point for me.
Yeah.
To go from, okay, so I want to have this great life, but then in my mind saying, a big one for me is, who are you to do this? That was a big one for me.
Oh, yeah.
That was a big one for you.
Yeah, huge.
So who are you to do this? And then I was thinking, and then when I came to this wonderful community and we started to explore how our minds work, and then I was like, oh, everyone has something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for me, that was really validating, because I thought, well, now I've kind of got no excuse.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, I'll manage it in a cool way, and I'll learn how to get that working for me, and then I got to achieve my goals. How did you respond? What was your...
Probably denied it for a little while.
Right.
Yeah. I probably succumbed to that fear of I am not good enough, or, you know, what if I stand out? You know, that whole tall poppy thing.
Good one. What if it works?
Yeah, what if it works?
What if it's awesome?
It's awesome?
Isn't that a funny thing to think about?
That's crazy.
So many things that can that we can allow to hold us back. It's like, what if I'm really good?
Yeah, it's a real societal problem.
And then what are people going to think when I'm living my dream?
Yeah, absolutely. Who am I to live my dream? So I let it hold me back for a little while, and then I actually got a coach.
Nice.
So got a coach that I'm working with one-on-one, and that's really made a massive difference, because I had the information, and I think that's a wonderful step.
Yes.
And then the next one is just to learn those
support,
strategies. The
having someone there with you is just, it's everything, isn't
accountability, definitely.
It's fantastic. Yeah. And so how has your personal growth impacted your business growth? Tell us a little bit about that. So I know that you're working with clients, which is really wonderful, and you're loving that. So how has your commitment to you driven your business? Because one of the things that I love about this journey for so many people is they learn that they have to say yes to themselves to be able to have what they want.
Yeah.
You know, and so I know that you're doing that and have done that, and you know, it's an ever unfolding thing. What's your example of that?
Well, I think ultimately I'm in my business to impact my clients. And the thing that I notice every time there's a shift in me transformationally, I see that shift in my clients too, because I then have those nuances, those insights to bring to them to help them shift through those levels.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty impossible to be a great coach if you aren't doing that personal development yourself.
Yeah.
And then because of the impact that I'm able to have on my clients, my confidence in what I'm doing grows.
Yeah.
I'm able to charge more for my services. I'm able to pick and choose which clients I really want to work with.
Yeah.
And that's meaning that my business is growing in the direction that I want it to.
Yes.
Not just I'm a coach, so I'll coach everyone.
Yeah.
But this is the particular niche of people that I want to help.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, I'd love to know your answer to this question. So, hypothetically, if you didn't say yes to you and go on this journey.
Oh God.
Yeah, totally. Well done. Good job on associating it. So if you didn't say yes and you were still rocking out, just doing whatever your thing is, pre all of this and pre the relationship you have with you, and what would you be missing out on that you love, that you have access to right now?
I actually feel disgusting thinking about that. So my initial response is to go everything, but I know that's not the answer. So just to be more specific, is I wouldn't be living the dream that I knew that I had. So there was a point in my career a couple of years ago where I was like, I like my job, but it's not where it's not my purpose, it's not where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have that. I wouldn't have the greater emotional range that I have now, which is impacting my relationship with my partner, with my parents, with my family.
And that just matters so much. That's everything.
It's impacted the standards that I have for myself around my health and fitness, which is massive. I've made a lot of changes recently there, just up-leveling different areas of my life. So when I say it's impacted every area of my life, it really has. And to be honest, you can take what you want and you can run with it. You can take everything here and you can choose to do nothing with it, or you can take it and you can choose to add it into however many areas of your life as possible.
Kind of everything, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Wonderful. Congratulations on everything that you've done.
Thanks.
And thank you so much for being a part of this.
Pleasure.
You're awesome.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.